Welcome back to the channel, soap opera fans. If you're obsessed with the bold and the beautiful like I am, then buckle up because today's video is a massive deep dive into one of the most emotional and twist-filled storylines we've seen in years. We're talking about Eric Forrester's dramatic career shift, his health scares, family betrayals, and that epic reconciliation that's got everyone buzzing. Played by the legendary John McCook, Eric is the heart of this show, and his latest arc is pure soap gold. I've gone all in with a full breakdown, recaps, analysis, speculations, and behind-the-scenes insights. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our B&B spoiler videos. Let's jump right in. First things first, let's set the stage for who Eric Forrester really is. For those who might be catching up or new to the show, Eric is the patriarch of the Forrester family and the founder of Forrester Creations, the glamorous fashion empire that's been at the center of The Bold and the Beautiful since its premiere in 1987. John McCook has portrayed him with such gravitas and charm that Eric feels like a real-life icon. He's designed countless stunning gowns, suits, and collections that have defined high fashion on the show. But Eric isn't just about the glitz. He's a family man who's been through multiple marriages, including to Stephanie, Brooke, Sheila, and Donna. His relationships with his children, Ridge, Thorne, Kristen, Felicia, and even the adopted ones like Rick, have been filled with love, conflict, and everything in between. This latest storyline builds on decades of history, making it all the more poignant. Now, let's rewind to the beginning of this saga. It all started with what felt like a betrayal straight out of a Shakespearean tragedy. Ridge Forrester, Eric's son, and the current CEO of Forrester Creations, played by the intense Thorsten Kaye, decided that it was time for his father to step back. Ridge has always been ambitious, often clashing with Eric over creative directions and business decisions, but this time it went too far. Ridge organized a surprise retirement party for Eric, complete with speeches, toasts, and the whole Forrester clan in attendance. Imagine the scene, the elegant Forrester mansion decked out in balloons and banners, everyone clapping as Ridge announces that Eric's days of leading the design team are over. It's meant to be a celebration, but for Eric, it's a humiliating ambush. He feels discarded, like his life's work is being tossed aside. John McCook's performance in those episodes was heartbreaking. You could see the pain in Eric's eyes, the way his shoulders slumped as he realized his own son was pushing him out. This moment wasn't just a plot point, it tapped into real themes of aging and relevance in a youth-obsessed industry like fashion. Eric has poured his soul into Forrester Creations. He's the one who turned it from a small operation into a global powerhouse. Remember the early days when Eric and Stephanie fought off rivals like Spectra Fashions? Or the iconic fashion shows where Eric's designs stole the spotlight? To have Ridge, of all people, declare him done was devastating. Fans on social media were outraged. Hashtags like "Justice for Eric" trended for days, and rightfully so. It highlighted how families can sometimes undervalue their elders, assuming they know what's best without asking. Ridge's decision stemmed from concern, but it was executed poorly. He's seen Eric struggle with health issues in the past, heart problems, stress-related collapses, and thought retirement would give him peace. But Eric isn't the type to sit on a beach sipping margaritas. Design is his passion, his identity. The fallout was immediate. Eric stormed out of the party, refusing to speak to Ridge. The father-son bond, already strained from years of Ridge's affairs and power struggles, shattered. Eric felt disrespected, invisible, and angry. In interviews, Thorsten Kaye has said that playing Ridge's regret was challenging because it forced him to show vulnerability in a character who's often arrogant. Kaye noted, "Ridge loves his dad, but he's blind to how his actions hurt. It's a learning curve for him." As Eric spiraled into uncertainty, the show masterfully built tension. We saw him alone in his office, sketching designs that no one would see, questioning his worth. Donna Logan, Jennifer Garris, Eric's current love interest, tried to console him, but even she couldn't fill the void left by his ousting. This period of isolation was crucial for character development. It showed Eric's resilience. He didn't just give up. Instead, he started exploring options quietly, hinting at a comeback. Fans speculated wildly. Would he start his own line? Team up with old rivals? The writers kept us guessing, which is what makes B&B so addictive. Enter Katie Logan Spencer, the fierce and independent sister of Brooke and Donna, played by Emmy winner Heather Tom. Katie has always been a powerhouse, surviving heart transplants, divorces, and custody battles. Recently, with the backing of her husband, Bill Spencer, the media mogul behind Spencer Publications, Katie decided to launch her own fashion house called Logan. This was a bold move, positioning it as a fresh, innovative brand that could challenge the established players like Forrester Creations. The name Logan is a nod to her family heritage, emphasizing empowerment and new beginnings. Bill, ever the schemer, saw it as an opportunity to expand his empire into fashion, providing the funding and business acumen. Katie approached Eric at his lowest point. She saw his talent, his experience, and offered him a position as lead designer. It wasn't charity, it was a strategic hire. Eric, feeling betrayed by his family, accepted. This was his chance to prove he still had it, to show Ridge and the world that he wasn't washed up. The scenes where Katie pitches the idea to Eric are electric. Heather Tom's delivery is spot on, conveying genuine respect and excitement. "Eric, you're a legend. Come build something new with us." Eric's hesitation turns to determination, and just like that, he's in. For months, Eric worked undercover at Logan. He was the mystery designer, creating sketches that blended classic elegance with modern twists. Think flowing gowns with sustainable fabrics, bold colors inspired by global trends, and accessories that screamed luxury. The secrecy added layers of intrigue. Eric sneaking around, avoiding Forrester events, all while pouring his creativity into Logan. Fans were thrilled. This setup screamed revenge arc. Could Logan become a real rival to Forrester? We flash back to classic B&B rivalries, like Sally Spectra stealing designs and crashing shows. The potential for drama was endless. Espionage, stolen ideas, runway battles. Social media lit up with theories. Would Bill use his media influence to sabotage Forrester? Would Katie poach more talent? But as with all great soap stories, complications arose. Eric's health, a recurring theme, started flaring up again. He's had scares before. Remember his collapse during the Forrester versus Spectra fashion showdown years ago? Shortness of breath, dizziness, chest pains. The signs were there. Working at Logan meant high pressure, deadlines, secrecy, emotional stress from the family rift. Eric confided in Donna that he missed Forrester deep down. "It's my home," he admitted tearfully. The stress manifested physically. In one episode, he collapsed during a late-night design session, paramedics rushing in. This health crisis forced the secret out. Everyone learned Eric was Logan's secret weapon. The reveal was explosive. Ridge confronted Katie, accusing her of exploiting his father. "You took advantage of him when he was vulnerable," he yelled. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Ridge's on-again, off-again wife and Katie's sister, was torn. The sisters' standoff was intense. Brooke defending the Forresters, Katie standing firm. "I gave him purpose when you all threw him away," Katie shot back. Heather Tom's nailed Katie's defiance, earning praise from critics. Bill, of course, backed Katie, adding his trademark smirk and threats. This fractured family loyalties, with Donna caught in the middle as Eric's partner and Katie's sister. Eric's medical episode was a wake-up call. Spoilers indicate it's not life-threatening, but serious enough to prompt change. Doctors advise rest, reduced stress. Classic soap health drama. This leads to the turning point. Heartfelt talks between Eric and Ridge. They sit down, no interruptions, and hash it out. Eric expresses his hurt. "You humiliated me, son." Ridge apologizes sincerely, admitting he was wrong to dictate. Thorsten Kaye's portrayal of Ridge's growth is subtle but powerful. He shows remorse without losing Ridge's edge. John McCook, in a recent interview, teased, "Eric's return isn't immediate, it's on his terms, with autonomy." Indeed, Eric decides to head back to Forrester Creations, but not as a subordinate. He wants input on designs, respect, and no more ambushes. Ridge agrees, impressed by Eric's Logan sketches. "Dad, these are brilliant," he says. This reconciliation emphasizes balance, Eric contributing without overworking. It's a message about honoring legacies while protecting health. Fans appreciate this maturity. It's not a quick fix, but earned growth. What about Logan? Losing Eric is devastating. He was their star, the draw for investors and buzz. Katie and Bill scramble. Spoilers hint at hiring new talent, perhaps a surprise character return like Ivy Forrester or a newbie. Some fans wanted a full rival war, with Logan thriving and battles ensuing. But Eric's family pull and health make his